Now, we got a lot to talk about, but before we get into that, I couldn't have been the only one. Was I the only one that yelled out Kobe when Mike Evans caught that pass? What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Buc Dynasty. Alright, so welcome back to another episode. I have recorded this video in my mind like 4 or 5 times. I wanted to hop on right after the game. Actually, I wanted to go live. I wanted to do this Friday morning, Saturday morning, but I'm glad I waited. So the downside and the upside to playing on Thursday is that you are the talk of the weekend. Friday and Saturday, it's you. So yeah. What I've heard was that the same thing that I've heard about other games this past year. Tampa Bay don't do good in prime time. Tampa Bay choked the game away. Tampa Bay's been exposed. Tampa Bay's not who we thought they were. They're frauds. Fraud. Exposed. Choke. I don't like these words, Todd. I don't like these words at all when being associated with my team. No. But nevertheless, there were some positives about the game. The positives don't make me feel any better because that tells me that we know how to execute. First of all, before we get into anything, I don't want to hear nothing about the defense. I don't want to hear shit about the defense. Well, the defense is supposed to stop them. Yeah, well, offense is supposed to extend the lead. Our defense stopped 2 back-to-back 2-point conversions. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about the defense. Hey, it was 14. We was up 14. We was up by 14 points. In any case, let's get into this game. So, this game also marked the return of Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan. Coincidentally, the receiver and then the receiver that we drafted to replace the receiver. So, man, it's been a tale of two. It's crazy. It's been a tale of two halves, so to speak. Because we drafted Ibuka to replace Godwin, and those two were the only two that were healthy. Man, we drafted McMillan to replace Mike Evans, but then when Mike Evans went down, like, McMillan was hurt too. So it was just bad, man. It was just bad all the way around. But nevertheless, and once again, somehow, I don't know what it is, the Buccaneers is. Backup quarterbacks is just the Buccaneers' kryptonite. I don't know why. I have no idea why. At first, it was just Case Keenum. Because Case Keenum used to light us up all the time. Now it's Kirk Cousins. And granted, yeah, I know Kirk Cousins, some say he should have never left Minnesota, but yeah, we here now. So, Kirk Cousins trying to be a starter next year. But yeah, we're gonna see if he decides to stay in Atlanta, if he goes somewhere else, or what. I don't know. We'll see how things work out with JJ up in Minnesota. But Actually, that depends on if they decide to keep Carson Wentz. So who knows? Or maybe he might end up in Kansas City. I don't know how significant that Mahomes injury is, but nevertheless, yeah. So Mike Evans came back, Jalen McMillan came back. They both look good. Both of them look good. Mike Evans had 6 receptions for 132 yards. McMillan had 2 receptions for 38 yards. All right, not bad. Ibuka had 4 receptions for 64 yards. So here's the thing. My homegirl actually had a parlay. She had a 4-leg parlay of 4 players that needed to get a set amount of yards. They needed to get 70 yards. And McMillan needed to get 70. And he was the only one that didn't get it. I mean, not McMillan, Ibuka. I'm sorry, I'm getting my rookies mixed up. So yeah, he was the only one that didn't get it. And it sucks because the pass that he dropped that would have ended the game was the same pass that would have given her the points that she needed for the parlay. And I almost wonder. I don't know if you can see my eyes because of the shadow, but yeah, I almost wonder. But you know what? No, I ain't even gonna put that in the air. But nevertheless, what the first 3 quarters of this game look like is what it looks like when the Buccaneers are at full health. 100%, full strength. The fact that we lost this game in the last 10 minutes of the 4th quarter is ridiculous. It's wow. Our defense did what they were supposed to do. They shut them out in the 3rd quarter. What happened? What did I say? I said if we get a score in every quarter, we should win. So yeah, we had 7 points. What was this? Okay, yeah, we had a touchdown in the 1st quarter. We had 2 field goals in the 2nd quarter. So it was 13-14 going into halftime. We scored coming out of halftime. We had a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. No touchdowns for Atlanta. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They shut them out in the first quarter and the 3rd quarter. That's crazy. Atlanta got all of their points at the end of each half. But yeah, nevertheless, Kirk Cousins 30 for 44, 373 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield 19 for 34, 277 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bijan Robinson had 93 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. That's another thing. We caused 3 fumbles yesterday. Only got 1 of them. Now there was one that I thought that we had for sure, and that would end up going on to being another touchdown. But yeah, it's like that never ceases to amaze me how we can have like a whole pile of people there and they still get the ball back. Yeah. Bucky Irvin, 16 carries for 60 yards. No touchdowns, no fumbles. Kyle Pitts. This is what pissed me off because I was getting shades of Julio. Kyle Pitts hadn't done shit all season long. Maybe the last couple of weeks, the last 2 or 3 weeks. But he hadn't done shit he hadn't done shit the whole year. He hadn't done shit all last year either, and possibly the year before that. I don't know how many years he's been in the league. Hold on. And the reason why I know is because he's probably only been in the league 3 years because he's 25. 20. All right, yeah. So last year and the year before that, Kyle Pitts hit a slump. His rookie year was his only breakout year. That was it. And now he plays us and he gets 11 out of 12 receptions for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns, hit the hat trick. You can't make this shit up. That's his best game. You know what? This is giving me 2017 Julio Jones vibes. Yeah, you remember that game. That game where we had to question what team Mike Smith really works for. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. They were talking about we tried 17 different coverages on him. Really? There ain't but so many coverages in the playbook. Come on now. But we're going to get into that in a second. Mike Evans had 6 out of 12 receptions for 132 yards. So, yeah, they was feeding him the ball a lot. I don't know if they trying to get him to try to get his numbers up, because at first, when I saw how he was playing in the first half of the game, I said, hold up. Could Mike Evans, could he get 200 yards? Could he get 200 yards per game? Maybe a little bit extra and get the because that's the only way that he's going to do it is if he gets, he would need to get 300 yards. he would need to get close to 300 yards in the next game. It was just a little comical moment that I had to myself, but no, nevertheless, yeah. So that was wild, man. So it's already been proven that they found a gap or something in our defense. We're still getting beat on the outside. Of course, they took advantage of us blitzing. Anytime we rushed forward, we was good, but we never had whoever that corner was. I don't know, because Zion McCollum got hurt, but whoever that corner was, I think it was 22 that was playing on the outside. Just letting the guy run past him and everything. It's like, that was another thing that they was talking about with the defense, because we was playing press, and the thing is that you can't play press if you're gonna get beat at the line of scrimmage, because if you get beat at the line of scrimmage, then this gap behind you is open. But yeah, there was one play in particular I remember, and I think this might have been the play that ended the game. Or no, the play the play that led to them getting the first down, getting in field goal range to kick the field goal. Dude just ran past him. It was like, hey man, can I run past you? Yeah, man, go ahead, yo. Oh, hey, but don't catch him. Fuck. Yeah, so yeah, it's like I don't know. We just gotta get to a point where we can just trust our front four to just rush and not have to really worry about what's going on. Just lock our zones down. So yeah, we used to be such a good defense, man. I also wanted to say this. What really put the nail in the coffin for us was Baker Mayfield taking sacks at the worst time. 3rd and 14, taking a sack. We don't have no check downs, no anything. They generating pressure. The running back don't need Rashad White don't need to be in blocking. I know we trying to go down the field. We trying to at this point, we're not trying to score. We just trying to get first down so we can run out the clock. No, have him do a chip and let that be the check down. We need to be doing screen passes, and then all of that sideline shit. No, that don't work either. Man. Yeah, so right now, the path to the playoffs is clear. Beat Carolina, then beat Carolina again. They the only ones in our way right now. Now, luckily, they lost on Sunday, but I don't like the scoreboard watch. The fate of my playoff berth should not be in somebody else's hands. We had to basically hope that the Saints would win. Yeah, so that's crazy. But what's also crazy is how fast we went from legit playoff contender, Baker Mayfield being the MVP candidate, leading MVP candidate, and then we just faded off into obscurity. We pulled a Russell Wilson. we pulled a Russell Wilson. Yeah. First half of the season, we was flying high. Second half of the season, they're like, oh, the Bucs still in it? Yeah, but I know one thing. Yeah, we got the games against Carolina. Remember, I said this a few weeks back. I said I really hope that game against Carolina is not going to mean anything. Now it does. We absolutely got to. We 2-2 in the division. I don't know what tiebreaker we have over Carolina, but right now we both tied at 7-7. So we got to beat them. We got Carolina on the road, and then we got Miami, and then we got Carolina again at home. And before I get out of here, I got one question. Who the fuck's idea was it to wear those sherbet orange jerseys? Whose idea was it? Oh, well, it's our retro. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. We won earlier. No. Those were the white jerseys. We hadn't won in those orange jerseys. You want to know the last time we won a game in the orange jerseys? In the orange home jerseys? Josh Freeman. 2009. Up until that point, we was 0-9. We was either 0-9 or 0-10. Yeah, we was 0-9 or 0-10. And we beat the Packers. That's crazy. And somebody decided. I mean, listen, I know y'all might not be superstitious, but it's certain things. But we definitely know that vibe and energy is real, and bad things happen when we put those jerseys on, those orange jerseys. It was like, all right, well, yeah, I guess if we wore the retro jerseys earlier, we should be okay. No, those were the white jerseys. Those are brand new. Those are actually kind of hard. I need to get me one. But yeah, but no, like the orange retro home jerseys, the orange sherbet jerseys. No. In a must-win game, I say, hey, we gonna come out in these jerseys. We gonna be hard. No, like, and on Monday night too. I mean, not Monday night, on Thursday night, on Prime, in front of the whole nation, got our asses whooped. I mean, we was in control of the game, and we lost it at the end. So we might as well have gotten our asses whooped. That's crazy. Nobody's gonna say, well, Tampa looked good in the first half. They'll say that to emphasize how bad we lost in the end. Oh my God, man. But no, whoever that was, I'm not gonna say that they needed to be fired, because with this current administration, jobs is kind of hard to come by. But no, like, they need to receive a fine or a very stern talking to Jeez. I would say give him some lashes, but no, we're not gonna do that. Damn. But no, like, fraud, choke, exposed. I don't like these words, Todd. I don't like these words at all. You got to do something about that. Y'all got to do something about that. They still chanting fire Todd Bowles. I don't think that firing a coach is the answer. Who you gonna bring in? So I really wish that people would stop with that. All right, so nevertheless, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? How did you feel about the Thursday night game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Do you think Kirk Cousins is back? Do you think Kyle Pitts' performance this week was a one-off? Do you think he's gonna be back to normal next week? Hold up. Did I talk enough about Bijan Robinson? I mean, Bijan Robinson is Bijan Robinson. Ain't nothing I can say about that. 93 yards. Yeah. I mean, aside from the fumble, hey. But no, like, yeah. Nevertheless, put your comments in the comment section down below. We're gonna chop it up and we're gonna start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.